New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, tri-state area. It was really good. How you're living, how you're feeling out there. It's your boy Emilio Wagball. And I would like to welcome y'all to this special live stream edition of the hottest hip-hop and R&B show this side of the net. Here joining me tonight, I got some real good brothers in the house tonight, man. And like we were just saying just before we started rolling and everything, this is a long time coming, man. I'm definitely honored to have these brothers here on this platform tonight. So please help me welcome my brothers, Good Donnie, King Merlino. Fellas, it was really good. How you living?
Oh, man. I appreciate you having us on here, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I appreciate you fellas for coming through, man. It's definitely been a long time coming. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, man. So for everybody out there, that's listening right now and watching, those of you out there who's watching right now on NonStop Radio's Twitter page, make sure you following us at NonStop Radio 212. Please make sure y'all show these brothers some love because they definitely deserve it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let them take over and introduce themselves and tell them a little bit about themselves and everything like that. We're about to go from there. So fellas, please, if you would.
I gotta go first, brother.
All right.
Hey man, King Merlino, I rep Philly. Man, I rep the 30 plus club.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't with the young boy shenanigans. I'm from the hip hop era, the golden era.
Yeah.
And it reflects in my bars. So anytime I have a chance to put myself out there, I always give them a disclaimer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this ain't no young boy rap. Like, this all grown man bars, and it's that 90s, 2000s.
Right.
And if you can relate, you can relate. If you can't, then you can't. Like, but I ain't here to please nobody, man. I'm just here to tell my story and reach those who want to be reached.
Absolutely, man. And Donnie, man, brother, give people a little brief history about us, man. We linked up back in the early days before the NonStop Radio show really started, taking off and everything. And I remember you was one of the first platforms when you had your own radio station. You was one of the first platforms to actually pick up the show. So definitely appreciate you for that, brother. So, definitely let the people know about you, man.
Yeah, well, first off, again, just want to thank you again for having us on, giving us the opportunity to be a part of the number one station, in my opinion.
That's love right there, bro. That's love.
So so yeah, good Don. Honestly, man, just been a student and just a part of the culture for as long as I can remember. So it's just it's more than music to me. It's like a movement. It's a culture. It's a part of me. So it's always been there. It gravitates in other aspects of my life. But yeah, so when I saw what you were doing in Salute, you were doing something different. Yeah, there was a lot of radio stations out there, but no one. It's always good when you see one of us, authentic, genuine, doing it the right way. And ever since then, it's been some copycat stations. They know who they are. They know who they are out there. But we appreciate you. And when I saw that inspired me because I had kind of took a little pause, a little hiatus for a minute there. But seeing what you were doing and doing it the right way kind of motivated me to kind of get back in there and do my thing. And that's when, I saw another artist that had that same effect on me. That's King Merlino. He was just different. I had to reach out and, break bread and, with like-minded individuals. But again, man, I'm just a producer and I'm a student. I'm a student of the, student of the game. So that's my story in a nutshell, bro.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, man, definitely, man. This last joint, our new single, Definition. Yeah. Let me tell you, hold up, man. I got hit the bombs a couple of times on that joint right there because I heard that joint the first night, and I was like, wow. I'm like, yo, this shit is fucking crazy. I'm like, from the way it was, produced to the lyrics to everything, just the whole, the chemistry on the record. It was just, fucking bananas, bro. And I'm like, yo, when I heard that shit, I'm like, yo, this is definitely going to be one that's got to get out there, man. So, like, how did that happen? Like, I know you brothers been working together for a minute, but how did that record right there come together?
Oh, man. Damn. How did it come together? We was working on a joint project. Like, it was our team, SOS, Society Over Simulation.
Okay.
It's me, it's Donnie. We have a singer from VA named Legend, and we have a poetress from Jersey named Heaven's Gold. And
Okay.
we were coming up with like a project, a joint project, like to show the team. And things happened, like, I mean, that wasn't in our control. So we wasn't able to do it. But instead of letting it go to waste, we just was like, man, fuck it. Let's work with what we got. And it was like 3 weeks. And we was like, all right, yo, instead of doing this instead of doing this joint project, now there's going to be a solo project. So I had that time to write, and I was just trying to get through this, like get through the sessions. And that song came out because when I heard the beat, it just reminded me of Ghost and Ray. And I'm like, yeah, bro, this is solid right here. And I'm like, we got to do something. And I'm like, Donnie, you got to get on the John. Because he had a verse. He had a verse to it. He had a verse, and I'm like, oh, shit. So I'm like, well, all right. So I got to match him. Like, I got to match his energy on that John. And it came out, like, awesome, man. Like, I fuck with that John. I knew for sure that should have been the first single.
Yeah, man, that was definitely appropriate. You know, like I heard that joint, and I'm like, yo, just the production on the beat. I'm like, yo, like that shit sounds like some sinister, like real gritty early '90s hip hop or whatever the case may be. And it's like, yo, like when I was listening to that joint, it had me sitting here like this, like yo, this is exactly the type of hip hop I love. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to like Philly. I'm like, yo, outside of New York, Philly is my second, favorite city in hip hop, because Philly definitely got some spitters, you know what I'm saying? And then like, hearing that aggressive Philly style from the two of y'all, I'm like, yo, this is definitely a classic Philly record right here, man, for real. So how's people been receiving that record since it's been out there?
Well, I'm from GA.
Okay.
I'm down in Atlanta. And
cool.
But like you said, like Philly, New York, that's like my second home.
Gotcha.
They've been showing love for years. And, like I said, it's to resonate with the like-minded people, the same love for music. And that's just one of the things that we kind of gravitate towards. But I'll let King, he can elaborate a little better on the scene there and the response he's been getting.
Okay.
It's crazy, man. People fuck with it. I've been getting a dope ass response like, yo, we looking for the whole project. Like that's normally the response when they hear the joint, like, yo, when the project dropped. And it actually dropped today. So it dropped today. So everybody like hit me up like, yo, this joint is crazy. And he's saying it's like the best joint, like the best work that I put out. And I can honestly say, I feel like, yeah, this is like the best project that I had the opportunity to be a part of, because it got all kind of sounds in it. And then you got my man, he bringing his style, and it's like, yo, we mesh perfectly. So when we on tracks together, there's always that chemistry. Like, always that chemistry. Like, we gonna go, and we know the goal is to kill it.
Right.
And that's what we're gonna do. And also, killing it is not just basic, simple things. You have to listen to it more than once to catch everything in the verse. Like, and that's just how it is, man. I love the chemistry, man. Like,
there's still a lot of stuff from that record, and then also you gave me the opportunity to listen early, to the King Circle and everything, and just hearing a lot of this tracks that you guys have together. I'm like, there's still a lot of stuff in there I haven't caught yet. I'm going back and forth and listening, still picking up new things as I listen to it. So I'm like, yo, that's the mark of a good artist, when that you can put things out there in the music, and then you're not going to pick it all up right away, but you can come back and you're going to hear something new that's going to be like, oh, damn, you said that. Like, that's real good shit right there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Appreciate that, bro. Especially coming from you. That means a lot, bro. Really appreciate
it. Hey, man, I appreciate that,
bro.
I know you a spitter too. You know what I'm saying? I already know you got the balls too.
Hey man, but listen, like when it comes to you fellas, man, I'm like, yo, like I was taken aback, early on when we first introduced ourselves to one another. Like the first joint I heard from you, Merlino, was the Exhibit A freestyle. And when I first heard that, I'm like, ooh, that shit is crazy. Then I heard another one that you guys did together. I'm like, yo, this shit right here, like, yo, these dudes right here, their production and their chemistry together is just solid. It's straight official like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, man. He was actually we met in 2017. 2017. Okay. It was Long Live the Chief. I did a freestyle of Long Live the Chief.
Yeah,
and
that is.
He reached out like, yo, I'm fucking with it. He's a producer. He sent beats, and he's actually the only original beat I have on Spitter Season. My very first project was him, and it was his track, and it was Still Wanna Be, and that was like we didn't keep in contact until I believe it was like late last year.
Yeah, like last year.
And we like, yo, it's like we never left.
Yep.
It's like we knew exactly what it was. Music, that's what connected us in the first place. Right. So when we reconnected, like it was like, yo, let's work. And that's exactly what we're doing. Like,
absolutely. So now let me ask you, Donnie, like with King Circle, how much of the production are you responsible for on that project?
Well, honestly, I did 100% of the production on the King Circle. Yeah, like I'm a fan too, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, you hear a lot of, and I come from the era like where, bars is key. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on the Big Daddy Kane's, on the Rakims, the Black Booms, you know what I'm saying? Nas. Yeah, everybody know Nas and Jay, but like Black Thought, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, when I heard Merlino, like he just different, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, like his lyrics kind of they transcend every walk of life. There's a lot of gems that actually help you get through a lot of troubled times and help you celebrate a lot of good times too.
Yeah.
So it's not just all one-sided, and that was one of the things that kind of drew me to his music. I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? It was resonating with me. Right. Some things I was going through. So I had to reach out and say, yo, we need to kind of get together and do a project. And but this was the opportunity to have, and I appreciate him for the opportunity to do a project where I can produce the whole thing. So it, like I said, I'm a fan first. So I'm not a fan of a lot of things, but I got to give credit where credit is due. It's just different, and I feel good about this project, and I'm hoping everybody feels the same way and get a chance to listen to it and let us know what you think.
Absolutely. Yeah. So like with this project, like how long did it take you guys to put it together? And like I know, like the difference in locations and everything and timing of schedules and all that stuff, can play a part in getting things done. But I'm pretty sure you guys was able to get to it. So like, how long did it really take to put everything together and decide what tracks was going to be on this project, the finished version of it?
Man, all right. Well, we had 2 studio sessions. 2 studio sessions, 10 hours apiece.
Okay.
And we knocked them out within what was it? Like a month?
Yeah, like a month.
Yeah, like a month.
Wow.
It was like a month. And we just like, all right, what beat you got? All right, boom, send that over. All right, the concept. We use Zoom like to communicate and have everything ready and set, like because we're in different states. Right. So and during the sessions, my man Donnie actually came down from GA, came down so he could be present, and that was our first time meeting each other.
Yep.
Okay. So man, that was a dope moment right there, but it only took us a month. And that's why I'm like, this chemistry, as long as you keep feeding me beats, bro, man, hey, man, we're going to keep having this shit running. Like, and I know you got bars, and I know he got bars. and he ain't really big on rapping and all that. He ain't big on rapping, but I be on him like, no, bro, you on this drum, man.
Yeah,
like,
you definitely gotta let your talent be known, man. Definitely, because
yeah.
I heard that joint. I'm like, yo, like he set the tempo on this joint right here, and then you came right behind it and finished it. And I'm like, yo, that right there to me is a classic on the NonStop radio show. There's no disputing that right there. And then just the fact that you brothers been working, remotely with each other, over the course of the time, and then just to come together and just knock that out over the course of a month, 10-hour sessions and joints. That's that speaks a lot to you guys' work ethic. Like, did you guys go in there with like a whole stack of like beats and then just just recorded what you have and then just decided at the end of it, or you already knew exactly what you wanted on this product? I mean, this project or whatever, and you just went from there.
We like the workflow. We set up a workflow like boom. I try to make a beat a day. Like whether I like it or not, I got a process. I'll make the beat. If I still like it after 2 days, I'll go back and try to make it a song. Because any beat I make, I want it to kind of provoke some type of emotion. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be an experience, not just a beat with lyrics on it. Because you can have a dope beat and a dope lyricist, but that don't necessarily make it a dope record.
Right.
That's true.
I try
That's absolutely true.
Appreciate exactly, and what I was doing was I make the beat and boom, Merlino, he'd be like, yo, what was that you just played? I'm thinking of going left with it, but then boom, he'll go right with it, and it's never fails, It's like a much better direction. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be surprised. I'm in the stew like a fan. I'm like, yo, I did not see that coming off of that record. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a testament to his work ethic. And I mean, like, this is like literally 3 days he banged out 27 verses.
Wow.
And didn't mess up in the booth at all.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, just professional work ethic. So he makes it easy. He's being humble, but I'm gonna tell it. Man, I'm gonna tell it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
when I was like, oh. You know what I mean?
The great ones always have that level of humbleness that just like you can just tell how you carry yourself and everything. That's what the two of you know what I mean? No doubt, man. No doubt, man. So like with this record and everything like that, in this particular project, like what is the expectations for this record and this whole entire album overall? Like, what do you guys expect for it to do?
Make them realize, no matter what the age, none of that don't matter. Like, good music is going to come where it come from, and they're going to realize, they probably was sleeping on Donnie, you're probably sleeping on myself, but this is where it's like, wake up, like wake up, and no diss to nobody, none of that. It's all love, but man, wake up. Like, y'all been sleeping on some fire, and we've been real quiet and humble about it. Real humble about it, like seeing stuff going on and us not getting a shine, and we deserve this shit. Like, not everybody deserve, like, man, with the game right now, and it's nonsense, it's crazy. So
that's a fact.
When you hear like when you not only when you hear like good music, but when you actually see a thorough person, like, and it's not just the music, it's not a fake and all of that shit, like, yo, the real is back. That's my expectation. Everybody to understand that the real is back.
Right.
And if we gonna force it in your face, like, and, I mean, if you don't like it, say you don't like it. That's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine, because it's not for everybody.
Right.
It's not for everybody. That's one thing I understand. It's not for everybody, but those who's it for, they'll appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. And I'm like, you guys, you definitely got everybody's attention with that joint definition. Let me tell you guys, when I heard it, I'm like, yo, my antennas went up like this. I'm like, yo, this shit is definitely fire, man. For real, man. No doubt. So, with everything, that's been going on right now, as far as, the wild shit that's happening in the music industry and the things that's also going on in real time, like, how do you guys just feel about it? You know what I'm saying? Like, Georgia has been having its problems and everything like that. Philly's been having their problems. New York's been having its problems and everything like that. Just like over the last 2 years and everything that's happening now. And as y'all see, going into a new year, how do y'all feel about the events that has transpired?
I mean, I feel like everything has to happen in order to make some kind of change.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy everywhere.
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
it's crazy wherever you go. And then in Georgia and then in Philly, like it's real crazy. But um there's always it's always hope out here. It's always
Yeah,
hope.
that's
It's
true.
it's it's not like, because you'll see on the news and you'll see everything bad. Um, Meanwhile, we're living our life, like you see, we're living productive lives.
Mm-hmm.
We're family men, like, and we're going on with our life, and everything around us is good. So I don't think I think bad stuff happen everywhere, but it's about your mindset, man.
Yeah, that's true.
It's about your mindset, man. If you think, all right, man, I'm in this area and something going to happen, it's going to happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to happen to you because you already calling the shit on you.
Oh yeah, that's
Like,
true.
so me living in Philly and my children living in Philly, my wife and all of that, and people like, yo, it's crazy in Philly, yo, how you is. Hey, listen, I stay out the way. I stay out the
Yeah.
way. My intentions is I take care of my business as a man and take care of my family. I come home, I make sure I come home to my family and then repeat. So that's it. Like, that's my intention. So I mean, everything has to happen. It has to happen, and it has to be a change, and it has to be a change in everybody,
Mm-hmm.
not just a system or whatever, in everybody. So
I agree. I agree. And it goes back to what you just said, about mindset. A lot of people, especially people that, a lot of like us that grow up in, I'm going to say, adverse
mm, we lost him.
we buffering a little bit. All right, we good. We grow up in that type of environment, and a lot of people think that the expectations is what the status quo is.
Mhm.
So we develop the mindset to think that this is what we're going to be. This is it. We never going to
Yep.
be any better than our, environment.
Yep.
But like you said, it always goes with the mindset. And when people start to realize that the way you think about things before you go and engage in certain situations, that determines the outcome of a lot of things. A
Absolutely.
lot of people don't think that mindset plays a lot of parts in what you do in your day-to-day life, but it really
Mhm.
does play a big part.
It does, man. It's a law of attraction.
And
Yeah.
just to piggyback off that, like, it's a lot going on, and but like the war really for me, like one thing I always say, like your mind's a battlefield. Your thoughts are
That's true.
soldiers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You control your thought, and everything you need is within you. So it's like
Mm.
you can change your situation coming from humble beginnings and all that. But it's like with the right focus, and you keep the negative energy from around, you stay positive energy, and
Mhm.
yeah, you're gonna run into situations that are out of your control. But you know what I'm saying, that just strengthens you. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Facts.
definitely.
Facts. That's
It's
fact.
like if you stay focused, keep the right energy around you, like you were saying earlier, stay humble, and then you'll be
Mhm.
surprised. Like even with this project, it's like even some of my day ones, you know what I'm saying? I get more support sometimes from people outside of the ones that I'm thinking of supporting me.
Mm.
That's
That's a
fact.
fact.
And
That's a big
Fact.
fact right there. And on the side is like that. It seems like you get more support from the people that you don't know than you do from the people that actually know you. You know what I'm saying? And
Facts.
that's a paradigm I hope that eventually will shift and people will start supporting and getting behind people, because they don't realize that does a lot for a person's morale and does a lot for a person's
Facts.
confidence to have the support from people that they're close to
Right.
behind them. You know what I'm saying? And then also going back to what we were saying earlier about the whole thing about the mindset thing. It's just like it's just people just got to understand. You got to just be willing to adapt and change outside of that.
Yep.
You know, a lot of people don't want to stay, you know, a lot of people want to stay in their comfort level and they don't want to get outside of that. You know, you got to learn how to be uncomfortable sometimes in order to, grow. Because if you stay in that level of comfort, you're not going to be able to utilize or maximize your potential.
That's
You know?
facts, man. That's facts. Very
Hey,
well
man.
said, man. Yeah,
Hey,
man. That's the thing. Like it's like on IG. If you think about IG, and you have all these people who have a bunch of friends or relatives who do music or do something, they'll have a video or a picture and put a signed artist music in the background that you actually choose in IG. They give you the option of what song you want to choose. So instead of you playing your man's song or your homie song or your folk song, you'll play somebody who don't need your support.
That's a fact.
Who don't need your support. They don't need your stream. They don't need your click. They getting it already. That kind of mentality where it's just like you only support once you're on. They support once you're on, and then it's like, yo, I've been fucking with you. I've been fucking with you.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
I'm the type person. Listen, I don't care. I'm King Petty. I don't forget nothing. I'll leave you astray. I'll leave you alone. I get to a certain point and you try to be, I'll leave you alone. Then I'm not going to shit on you.
Right.
But I'm going to definitely leave you alone. And I'm going to make it very known that I'm not fucking with you. I ain't fucking with you. Like, oh, man.
That's an absolute fact right there, man. You do get a lot of that. And I know the one thing with the IG situation, a lot of people use established artists, because that's how they building, a lot of the organic following and views that they're getting, like when they use a lot of the reels. So, like, I've been breaking a lot of that stuff down and doing research. And, a lot of people, they use that because they design the algorithms now to where you got to copy off of somebody else's that's already established in order to get up. But when it comes to promoting artists, I don't play, somebody else's on top of that, because to me that's disrespectful. I'd rather play your joint and then they just go from there. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's about the artist at the end of the day.
Facts. That's thorough. See, that's what it's supposed to be about. And instead is not. It's not, but you get a few. You get a few. And me even saying that sound negative. Like that. Like it's not. There are a few. And again, they may be strangers. And that's how it is most of the time. They're strangers. So you may think nobody fucking with you, nobody supporting you in your circle because the people around you ain't really like supporting you like you feel they should. But that's not your circle. That's not your circle. Just because you know people and you grew up and they day ones, that's not your circle. Your circle can be a total stranger, somebody from a whole different state. So, but you just don't know yet. So it's like, yeah, man, you won't get support from the ones that you would think, but the support, man, from the people that you don't even know, man, that shit, it like overrides all of that, because ultimately, that person don't have to support you. They don't even know you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They don't got to pay you no mind. They can be like, all right, man, whatever. But if they actually give you time, man, that's major. Like, I look at shit, I take shit like that like it's a big deal. He keeps saying like, no, man, thank you for this opportunity. No, bro, do you know how many artists want a producer who is willing to like work and give tracks? Like, yo, that's like a dream come true.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like no more searching on YouTube for tracks and all that. Like, I don't have to do that like I was doing on my previous albums. On my previous projects was mostly YouTube jumps. So I was going about it all wrong. But now this situation, like now is love. This is my circle. I found my circle. It's just not the people that I grew up with or the people that I call family. But this is family. Somebody that I met. I didn't know they was family. And once we start talking, it's like, bro, we twins and shit. Like,
That-
bro, we got, bro, that shit scary as shit. Like, a lot
Yeah.
of shit alike. And it's like, damn, bro, like for real. And it's like, yeah, so we was
That's
best
real
friends.
talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, just saying like that's real talk. Like because we was talking about this a couple of nights ago on our podcast, me and my co-host Tansy. And
Okay.
we was talking about that same concept about, knowing people, well, connecting with people that you may not have connected with before in life in a, physical way. You can meet
Yeah.
somebody via internet and you can make a connection with that person. It's like you know that person for, forever. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Sometimes you connect more with people that you don't know, more so than the people that you do actually know.
That's facts, bro.
You know,
That's facts.
and it's like, even now to this day, like when doing the radio show and shit like that, I still look at it as like I'm still trying to get off the ground and stuff like that. And so when people come to me and they actually show support for it, it's still mind-boggling to me because I'm like, oh shit, like I'm still trying to get up to this level. And it's like
Right.
people come to me saying certain things. I'm like, yo, it's like I don't feel like I'm there yet, but I do appreciate it, so I stay humble for the support that I am given.
That's facts, bro.
Definitely
You
doing
doing
your
your
thing.
thing. Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
So you doing your thing. So if anybody want to
What
work,
happened?
bro, no, you doing your
Yeah, the
thing.
connection
So
broke up again. Yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. Definitely, you fellas is definitely doing your thing too, man. For real, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like I've been rocking with y'all guys since around the beginning stages of the nonstop radio show, and you guys are still here. And then now you're here on the platform actually speaking. So I'm definitely honored to have this opportunity to sit and kick it with you guys because, like we said, I feel as though like it was long overdue having this
Thank you.
conversation.
that's
So,
facts, bro.
Thank you
no
much.
doubt.
Facts. Appreciate
No,
that.
it's
doubt.
an honor. It's an honor.
Yeah, man. So before we get ready to get up out of here and everything like that, before we close out, how can the people get in contact with you guys? How can they find your music? And for those people out there that want to work with you, how can they make that happen?
Oh man, if you want to find the music, you can search anywhere King Merlino on all platforms. All platforms. King Merlino or King Merlino on Instagram. Um, Merlino the King on Twitter, and I'm everywhere, man. We everywhere. Like you gonna hear us everywhere. You gonna see us everywhere. Like y'all gonna be like, yo, that's some shit. Like, damn, how do you get? Yeah, like, yeah, you gonna see
Definitely.
us everywhere, man.
Yeah, man. How about you, Donnie?
Yo, you can. I'm on Instagram, of course, at Good Donnie. And anybody that want to work or link projects or whatever, like just look over your shoulder, man. We right there, and we ready to work. Or you can email me at Mr. Gooddonnie at gmail.com. And I mean, let's do it for the culture and move it forward and preserve. You know what I'm saying? Preserve that hip hop, man. That's
Facts.
it's been good to us.
Absolutely.
Let's be good to it. You know what I mean?
No doubt, man. And man, I definitely don't want this to be the last time you guys come up here, man. So we definitely got to bring you guys back, man, because this conversation right here was definitely dope, and I definitely like to have a part 2 to this. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely like to make that happen, man, for real.
Hell yeah,
We
brother.
appreciate that. No
I
doubt.
appreciate you having us on there.
Yeah,
Like,
man, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt, man. So definitely want to say shout out to you, brothers, man. Definitely want to say thank you, man, once again for taking the time out to come up here and all that good stuff, man. It's definitely dope having this conversation and
Hell yeah.
building with two dope individuals such as yourself, no doubt.
Appreciate you, brother.
appreciate
no
you, man.
doubt,
Keep
man.
doing what you're doing.
For
Again,
sure.
everybody out there, lock into the nonstop radio show, the number one, the hottest out there.
Hell yeah.
No doubt.
Stamp on that. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
You know what I'm
Before we
saying?
get out of here, though, I want to. There's a couple of comments, from one of our viewers from Avrashina on YouTube. She mentioned earlier, that was dedication. And she wishes y'all much success. She was saying the music is much better. Coming from you guys and all that stuff. So, she definitely showing love to y'all and everything. So definitely want to say shout out to you too, Avrashina.
And
all
we
that good stuff.
appreciate that, and
for sure.
definitely all the words and everything. It means more than you ever know to us. Thanks for checking us out and that
Sure.
support. And, we salute you, and we definitely, it's mutual. We reciprocate that. So thank you.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
I appreciate that.
Everybody else out there, make sure y'all keep it locked and stay tuned. The NonStop Radio Show. Be sure to check us out every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on KKSJ Kawan J Radio. You can also check us out Monday through Saturday at 12 noon Eastern on the radio.com out in Miami. Shout out to them as well. And also check us out Wednesdays, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Street Madness Radio in Atlanta, and also at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Big Shot Radio based in Atlanta as well. And also on Sunday nights, you can check us out at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on My Radio 22, Madison, Wisconsin. On behalf of Good Donnie and King Merlino here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Emilio Wackbar. This is the NonStop Radio Show signing off for the evening. And until next time, y'all all be safe out there, you heard?
You too, brother. Be safe, man.